We are here at 8612 Sundance Loop in Sunrise Preserve, Pomerantz, Sarasota. And this beautiful home here was built in 2002. It is a Jubilee model and built by Madame Homes, great builder in the area. So this has got some unique features that you're not going to see in the neighborhood. And well, you'll get to see in a minute certain spots in this home. We have a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. That's full baths. Dedicated study. We're going to go through the main door here. Okay. And you can tell they upgraded the walls here, right? And so dedicated study, separate formal dining room, 3-car garage, 2,626 square feet, although it feels bigger, under air, and 3,800 total square feet. Oversized preserve lot, so you have a preserve right in the back, approximately 0.2 acres. Quiet loop street, sidewalks throughout, paved private roads for architectural style, block and stucco construction, slate tile roof, all the typical stuff you have in Sarasota. Brick pavers for the driveway, full irrigation system, rain gutters installed, landscape lighting, maintenance-free community, by the way, deed restricted, reclaimed water irrigation, underground utilities, and a big one, no CDD fees in this neighborhood. So let's take a left right here to the first bedroom. All right, and so in here, you do have an upgraded wall that's on the back. All right. And plenty of room here. Nice, good size, full size bed. And you do have plantation shutters, which are great for shutting out the sunlight and cooling off the house, or just keeping the light out when you want to sleep, right? That's an important attribute. And then you do have an ensuite here, right? So, and this is all located off the foyer. Now, this could also be an office here. So you have a full shower, very nice stone there with your granite. All right. And upgraded lighting here as well. All right, there's another plantation shutter. I really like those for as much light or as much as you don't want in there. And there's a big statue that we have here in Sarasota. Unconditional surrender, it's called. And you do have built-ins on this closet here. Okay. So, nice high ceilings. And by the way, all these doors are about 9-ish feet. Okay. So, really solid, makes everything feel bigger than it is. Love these accent walls, right? As you walk in this foyer again, you got that nice chandelier that's there. Great entrance with the tray ceiling. There's numerous tray ceilings throughout here. All right, so then we'll head on over. So the flooring here is a very nice upgraded floor, okay? And, so, and there's a nice quiet separation moving from the living areas, right? So we're gonna start here in the great room, right? This section of it's the dining, and we'll quickly pan here just to show you. You got the kitchen, you got the living room. So all in this nice great room with plenty of room to spread out. So this one is comfortably seating up to 8. You do have the 2 reserved seats in the corners there. And ideal for holidays, perfect for formal dinners, you name it. And still open to the kitchen, connecting everything in this great room, as we mentioned, nice easy flow. And look at the amount of granite that's here on this wonderful island, right? So this is obviously your central gathering space, right? Oriented towards the preserved views, natural light from the rear exposure. And you've got, triple stacking sliders, right? So really good and convenient. You want to open those up in the summertime or in whatever time and just let that airflow come through nice and smooth, and really makes it majestic. And seamless indoor-outdoor flow, right? Getting to that. Opens fully to lanai, ideal for entertaining. You have this also, before we get over to fully to that kitchen, you have this custom entertainment bar, all right? That was put in, and I've been in a lot of these homes in this neighborhood in Sunrise Preserve, and you don't see this. So You got this nice little bar that's put in there. Okay, with this is actually quartz countertop here, and built-in wine fridge, of course. So all set for your casual evenings or parties. And you see the crown molding details, right? You got your ceiling fan, thoughtful recessed lighting, comfortable seating zones, right? So let's look at this executive kitchen that's right here, all right? Let's get back to this. It's a true chef-style kitchen, right? And it's stacked with maple cabinetry and pewter glazing finish, right? Soft closed doors. Who doesn't like a soft close, right? Boom, right there for you. No slamming on those. All right. And you have the quartz countertop, of course. And then look at this nice touch with the marble, the Carrara backsplash. This is marble. Then you have herringbone accent details. Another nice little touch. So all these little nuances that really add value to the home. All right. You have your KitchenAid stovetop and vent, of course, that vents out of the house. KitchenAid dishwasher. Right. Oh, getting buzzed. KitchenAid dishwasher. And your Thor refrigerator, right? Okay, so, and what's nice here in this community, by the way, that most people may not be aware of, is this is a gas community. So you have natural gas that flows through. You do not have to worry about propane. Beautiful feature. Again, with your dryers, they dry faster, less wear and tear on your clothes, which we'll get to. So you can have a gas heated dryer. All right. And this is all from a tankless water heater, which we'll get to. Nice deep sink in the kitchen. Nice accent lights here too as well. So it just adds to the beauty of the home. All right. So, and you have under cabinet lighting, by the way. And this is a highly functional layout, right? And it's definitely designed for entertaining. And here's your stoves over here, just tucked away, you know. Very easily accessible. And your microwave, obviously, too, there. And this could be a little coffee station. So before we head over to the living room, let's take a little U-turn here. Keep it interesting. Now, here's a sizzle factor. Yes, this is a back-of-house prepping kitchen, which there's no other house in this community that has that. That is an amazing feature with some beautiful granite that's back here. So this prep kitchen, located behind the main kitchen, rare features for this price point. Custom prep space, secondary sink there, dedicated coffee station. So if so, you may want your coffee station in here. Keep the other counters clean for guests. Storage for small appliances. Keep the counters clutter-free. Ideal for entertaining prep behind the scenes. Main kitchen stays pristine. So I know a lot of people out there like that factor. So anyways, nice touch. Again, you're not going to find this anywhere else in this neighborhood. All right. And then we're over to the laundry room, right? There you go. Washer dryer. Same flooring throughout. You're seeing here. Okay. And then this flows actually into the walk-in closet, which is nice because you'll see why. It doesn't make it closed off like it is in a lot of homes. You can actually walk all the way through the whole house. Pretty beneficial. We'll get to that in a moment. So, before we get to that primary suite, let's just sneak into the garage. And this is first floor inside laundry, centrally located, access from primary closet, as I mentioned. And then we also have, through the hallway, this storage and organization space, direct access to the garage easily. And here's a little bit of the extra space that you do have here in the foyer section. All right, so you got some shelving and things. So 3-car garage, space for cars, space for golf carts, storage or workshop flexibilities. And the neighborhood is golf cart friendly. So there you go. And you have your HVAC system behind that door. I feel like you guys want to see it, so I'm going to show you real quick. Let's check it out. And there she is, 4 years young. All right, she has some miles left on that for sure. And a Carrara, always a good choice. You have your sink here as well. All right. And there's that tankless hot water heater. Just really good on demand, very efficient, and back to that gas style for heating your water. Okay, so let's move on through. So you've seen a good part of the house. Let's see some more. So here you are in the rest of the great room in the living room. Look at all the space here. You could just sit down, nice and comfortable, hang out with guests, and do look at the breakfast bar over here as you look back. 4 large seats. Could probably even fit more if there were stools. And that leaves a lot of room for guests. So looking back at the whole rest of the house from this vantage point, lots of room. This is one of the larger models with the Jubilee. All right. And we'll head outside real quick so you can take a good look at what this would be like for you out here. So here is the nature preserve. No one's building behind you. All right, so we went through those triple sliders, which I love, and you even have a double slider over here, which is the office, which we'll get to. And really big lanai, covered with your own screens, right? So you don't have to worry about insects or anything like that, right? And this is an extended lanai. You have your brick pavers for the patio. You have plenty of shade. Eastern rear exposure, so you're going to get the sunrises over here. In the front of the house, you get the sunsets. Cooler afternoons, ideal for entertaining. Morning coffee spot. You just post up right here, do your morning coffee, and have a nice, good start to your day. So, very peaceful setting. And don't forget, there's resort-style amenities here, which we'll get to in a little bit. So anyhow, there's the little eye for you. And we're going to make our way over to the office. This could also be a bedroom. Okay, but it's been opened up. So it is what they call a flex room. Okay. So you'd have to put some doors in there, obviously, if you're going to make it a 4th bedroom. But here's your flex room office. Good amount of space. Still have those plantation shutters back there. And look at the privacy. You really have some really solid privacy back here. All right, and do you have another fan here as well? Right, same flooring throughout. That nice looking wood type flooring, right? So this is a vinyl. All right, so we'll keep it moving over here to your ensuite guest bathroom. Got some nice stone on there as well, matching. Shower. Every bedroom has its own bathroom, and you do have that nice light that comes through from the outside. I always like natural light. It's very relaxing, soothing. You don't feel walled in. More of these accent walls that really make it pop. Not all the homes have this. A lot of style here, right? So here's your 3rd bedroom. Just a quick peek. Second, as far as we've really seen, but we will move on to that master here in just a moment. So before we step into the master, one thing I do want to tell you is a little bit about the community that I was referencing when we were outside here. So this is a resort style community. You have a resort style heated pool, spa, fire pit, barefoot bar, clubhouse gathering room, residential lounge, fitness center, tennis courts, pickleball courts, bocce courts, lakefront settings, reclaimed water irrigation, landscape, common areas, HOA approximately under $400 per month. That's pretty good for the amount of amenities. 24-hour gated security, exterior maintenance included, grounds are included, private roads, amenities in reserve included, weekly lawn and landscape service, on-site amenities director. Oh, it just goes on and on, doesn't it? Monthly social events, game nights, live music, food trucks, active social community, zone for Riverview High, minutes to Siesta Key, close to Lido Beach, near St. Armand Circle, easy access to downtown Sarasota, where a bunch of things are always going on, close to the Legacy Trail, literally right just about a block or two over near state parks, and several of them. So anyways, so much here. Minutes from the #1 beach in the USA. How can you beat that? So here we are. We're in the ensuite, or sorry, the master, heading over to the ensuite. All right. And this is a really big room. And you do have another tray ceiling here. Right. So let's get to it. So you put a nice rug down here, but you do have that same flooring throughout. Okay. And let's see. So you have another accent wall that's back here, right? Another nice stylish touch. You've got more of the plantation shutters, keeping that sunlight out if you so choose, but keeping it open if you want to, right? And this is definitely a king-size bed. So you can fit this in, plus even more. You can make this a sitting area, which you did over here. Okay. And just working all the way around the room. So, great house for entertaining. I mean, there's so much room to spread out in. If you have guests over, it's very, very spacious yet still very homey, right? Which is a nice touch. So here you go. You got double vanities, right? Double sinks, right? This is all located at the rear of the home with eastern exposure, don't forget. All right, and you have the very high ceilings. You get that, before we look at that tub, you get the beautiful morning sun coming through those through those windows, just like lights, right? So, all right, you got the business room over here, in this ensuite, and you have the frameless shower, right? See how it's all glass. Nice touch. Upgraded fixtures in here too, just to note. All right. And there's your soaking tub. You can get your real relaxing on right there. And this gives you direct access to the laundry room once we go through the walk-in closet here. Added convenience for daily living. Now you do have your makeup station. A lot of nice little features that aren't found everywhere, especially in this community. So you're getting this nice touch, and all ladies really like that. So you get your makeup station. It could be a office as well. So many options here. And you have built-ins in the closet. So you got some nice built-ins going in here, and it's really big. It's really big walking through closet, right? And then this is where we had walked in before, right? So with the laundry room, and then the garage is around the corner. So really neat feature where if you're running out, you don't have to run all the way back through the home. You can go right through here and head right back outside or to your car, whatever's easiest. Now you do have these Ecobis too. This is something good to mention. You can monitor this home from afar. So this is your second home. You can pay attention to humidity levels. You can set the temperature and get updates, and it will alert you when things shift. It is an Alexa as well, so you can talk to it. And fortunately, it didn't go off when I said that. So spare you Alexa talking to me. So anyways, massive house, one of the biggest in the community. This style, great entertaining area, great for people who are working from home, right? And people who like to have a lot of guests over, a lot of room to spread outside for the gathering. It's still extremely homey. You're not feeling like there's just too much space and it's overwhelming. It's like just the right amount. So this one is just waiting for you guys to come and get it. And it does have the brick accents back there too. Don't miss that. Really neat, right? And that upgraded lighting, which is fantastic for the chandelier. So, and lots of tray ceilings. Just don't miss these nice little nuances that really bring that exceptional look to the property. And she does actually have the shades up here too. Those look like, yep, these are accordion shades. So you can block all the sun should you choose, but that'll take care of that. So you can really box this place out if you want it without a lot of sunlight, and you can bring it on in if and when you do. So, Jubilee model, Madame Homes built, premier Palmer Ranch location. And by the way, a little inside tip on this, most people don't realize it, but you get all the features of Palmer Ranch, but you don't pay their master fee at Sunrise Preserve. Pretty fascinating. It's one of the few communities that's able to do that inside of Palmer, but not paying that master plan community fee. So keep that one in mind. Keep that under your hat. So anyways, no CDD fees, and there's over $150,000 worth of upgrades in this one. Wow. Energy efficient features, low utility costs, offered at $1,050,000 currently, approximately $50,000 below recent median sales. So it's priced to sell. Strong value in the community furniture available separately. So if you really took a liking to some of the furniture in this, the seller is willing to part with it, just so you know. It's a turnkey option possible there. So, and second showings available, of course. You want to review all your own measurements, all that good stuff. HOA documents and disclosures can get obtained for easy next steps. So anyways, beautiful home. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today and following us on another great home tour. This one is so close to one of the #1 beaches in the U.S., close to all the amenities that Sarasota itself brings, not to mention even the resort style living that you get in this community, in walking trails. I mean, it is a pure gem here. Sunrise Preserve in Palmer Ranch. Michael Graf saying thank you and bye for now.